Early North Dakota man is dead after being hit by a train in the Northern Valley. The Highway Patrol got the call around 9 last night from north of Manville in Grand Forks County. Troopers say the 79-year-old driver sideswiped a rail car with his SUV and was then dragged for about a mile until his vehicle hit a railroad crossing tie.
The victim died at the scene. He was from Manville, but the Highway Patrol is not yet releasing his name. A Jamestown man is now being treated for serious injuries after his pickup crashed down a steep ditch in Dickey County. State troopers say 22-year-old Dennis Gates was on Highway 11 near the town of Forbes when his vehicle developed mechanical trouble, left the road, and traveled down the ditch.
He suffered a serious head injury and was airlifted to an Aberdeen, South Dakota hospital. A warning this morning about a Minnesota man on the run who has made threats to police. Francis Durant walked away from a halfway house last week in Duluth as he awaits sentencing for drug and gun charges.
Police say he told the officers that he will not go back to prison and is in fact willing to shoot it out with law enforcement. If you see Durant, do not approach. Call 911 right away. Police are asking for help finding a missing Moorhead man.
53-year-old Harold Anderson has not been heard from since April 23rd when he was last seen in North Moorhead. Picture up on your screen. Take a look. Contact Moorhead Police or your local law enforcement if you have any information about him.
Time now for a look at our storm team forecast as we send things over to meteorologist Lisa Green. Good morning.
Good morning. We have another beautiful day in progress. Behind me here, this is the Red River and Grand Forks. You can see it's still swollen, still out of its banks. You can check river levels where you are on our VNL weather app. Most of our rivers going down. It's just the red at Pembina up in that far northern valley where we still have a little bit of a rise happening. So working on getting out of flood season here, but still keeping an eye on things. In Grand Forks, we're at 40 degrees right now. Feels like 35 when we factor in a northwesterly wind. So again, the wind has changed direction this morning, and that's going to prevent us from warming up as much as we did yesterday. We still have a beautiful day in store. Beautiful morning in Fargo too, with sunshine here to start off this morning. We're at 39 degrees. In Moorhead, we're at 41, and that wind very light out of the northwest at 3 miles per hour. So radar and satellite maps showing lots of clear skies, a few clouds over toward the Devil's Lake area, but beyond that, we've got a sunny morning to start off. Temperatures out at the bus stop, not too bad. We're looking at some 30s and some 40s this morning. We're going to see those numbers go up by 8 a.m. Even walking into school, it could be a huge difference from right now as that sun works to warm us up. And then into the afternoon, we will be rising back to around 70 degrees at 3 o'clock. A high of 72 today in Fargo, and more places in the 70s here in the valley, but not quite reaching 80 like we did in Grand Forks yesterday. Now, the rest of the week and into the weekend, Friday we'll have some temperatures scaling back a little bit more into the 60s, more breezy weather, a few more clouds, so not as warm and pleasant. And then this weekend, that's when the rain will return. We'll see a chance for some rumbles of thunder too, Saturday and into Sunday, with temperatures in the 60s. And we keep that going into next week, just kind of generally unsettled. Some days we'll see that rain, maybe some scattered thunderstorms, but temperatures are going to be mild. We'll be back in the 60s to some low 70s throughout the next 11 days. So really establishing ourselves in May here with some more spring-like weather coming up, and we get to keep it going. It's not just a 1 or 2 day warm up here. I don't know if we'll see 80 again for a little while, but of course that's in the forecast too as we get closer to summertime. But let's just focus in on enjoying spring weather here in the valley as it's finally arrived this week.
I don't think anyone complaining about that 80 or 70s for today.
It's beautiful out there. Yesterday was warm. Today, if you weren't ready for that kind of heat yet, today will be more your day with temperatures in the 60s and 70s.
Okay, thank you, Lisa.
A North Dakota woman is now facing harassment charges for allegedly threatening Governor Doug Burgum. 46-year-old Jody Kuntz of South Hart is accused of making 4 phone calls in February and March, suggesting the governor would meet his demise.
Court documents say one voicemail said that she would hang Burgum in Medora. Authorities say that Kuntz called 911, the governor's office, and other state departments. She faces a jail time of less than 1 year and a $3,000 fine. North Dakota's seatbelt law changes this summer. Starting August 1st, you can be pulled over and ticketed just for not buckling up.
Right now, a driver has to be pulled over for another traffic violation before getting a seatbelt ticket. The new fine is $20. People with marijuana charges on their criminal records in Minnesota are waiting to see if state lawmakers will legalize recreational pot.
That issue is being discussed in a conference committee. An updated bill would still need to then be passed in both the House and the Senate before sending it to the governor. Now, part of the bills would make more than 66,000 Minnesotans automatically eligible to have misdemeanor drug cases sealed, but that will take some time. If you've been to the grocery store lately, you know that food is expensive. And with a recent delay in food stamp benefits, some people are concerned about when they'll be able to get their next meal.
One food stamp benefit recipient we spoke with says this is the second time this has happened in just the past 6 months.
I am poverty. I use those benefits every day to feed my kids because I'm sitting here with nothing to my name and no income, and I don't know what I'm going to do.
The Cass County Human Service Zone says a system upgrade may be causing delays. If you at home are experiencing a delay in benefits, visit applyforhelp.nd.gov. We have a heads up for people in the Island Park neighborhood of South Fargo. The Red River Valley SWAT team will be training tonight. It's in the 500 block of 4th Street South. That's near the southeast corner of Island Park. The training will go from 5 to 8 p.m.
Police will be carrying guns and moving around the outside of a building, but there will be no live rounds used. If you're in that area, you'll also hear loud noises and yelling, and there will be a number of police vehicles with their emergency lights on. The MOORHEAD Freeze has been dishing up sweet treats for more than 60 years now, but the ice cream shop is for sale. Owner Jessica Melvin has been in charge for 6 years, but is selling due to a change in circumstances.
She says she wants to spend time with family and hopes someone will buy the freeze so the MOORHEAD community can continue to enjoy it for years to come.
We really want to see it keep going as an ice cream shop in this location. This area has been so great to us. You know, Fargo MOORHEAD, the MOORHEAD, just the community overall has been amazing, and so we want to keep that going.
The freeze is selling for $255,000. This will include all the real estate, all of the fixtures, and all of the equipment inside as well.
If you're looking to build a new home, you can explore the latest trends at the 63rd Annual Spring Parade of Homes starting this weekend. Now, the event will run for 2 weekends plus Mondays going until May 15th.
The Valley Today's Nishay Taylor joining us live this morning with more on what home buyers can expect. Good morning, Nishay.
Good morning, Jordan and Ashlyn. Yes, I am here at yet another beautiful home. This one is just a tad different, but it's very fantastic. But joining me now is Corey with Thompson Homes. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. We're sitting on this cozy couch here. But talk a little bit about, the new homes that you guys are building and why it's so beneficial for folks to pretty much build.
Well, actually, we have expanded our product line, and we've added these 2 new homes in our Roots collection. Getting these homes into a more affordable price range and maintaining that functionality of the home as well. These homes are really well designed for that young family, those folks that are maybe just had a baby, just got married, planning a family. They're great houses to get into, get out of rentals and get into some equity.
Okay, and talk a little bit more about that affordability aspect. Why is it so important to stay in that affordable price range? Because there are many people, as like what you've said, that are looking for homes.
Well, the last thing you want to do is purchase a home that makes you house poor, basically. You can't leave the house because you can only afford the mortgage type of thing. Getting that newer product, something that's going to have all the warranties and things like that on it, just to be able to have that peace of mind, but also still have your social life afterwards, right? You got to have the space for those growing families to be able to have that functionality, be able to have the kids and expand the family and not outgrow the home right away.
Awesome. So the Parade of Homes is kicking off this weekend. How can people find out where to go to each home?
Yeah, great question, actually. These magazines right here, they're at all the Hornbachers. We will actually have them at our office as well. But any Hornbachers location, you can find out where exactly they're all at. They're all labeled nice and neat with maps. We're actually sitting in home number 9. It's labeled number 9, but we only have 8 homes, right? So don't want to confuse that. But we have 8 homes feel free to check them out. They're all located right next to each other in 2 different neighborhoods, one in Horace and then in South Fargo here.
All right, well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And yes, the Parade of Homes kicks off this weekend. There is Saturday, Sunday, as well as Mondays. It's the first 2 weekends, this weekend as well as next weekend. You folks want to come check it out. They typically start off at noon, so if you have some time in your afternoon on the weekend, definitely stop by one of these beautiful homes. Oh my gosh, you can see all of this behind me. All right, sending it back to you in the studio. Nishay Taylor, Valley News Live.
Yeah, absolutely. A beautiful live look at the upcoming trends for home buyers.
Yeah,
Thank you, Nishay.
Yep.
Well, you know, it's almost summertime when Cruise Night returns to Moorhead. The first get-together is tonight from 5 to 8:30.
You'll see all the action near the Center Mall downtown. Moorhead Cruise Night is the first Thursday of the month now through September. And we leave you this Thursday morning with a look at Minnesota's iconic Split Rock Lighthouse in Two Harbors. It was lit up overnight in honor of the music legend Gordon Lightfoot. He died earlier this week.
Many know him for the song The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald about the 1975 sinking of the freighter in Lake Superior. The Today Show and CBS Mornings are just about to start, but the Valley Today rolls on. More live up-to-the-minute news and weather coming up right now on the Fargo CW.
Otherwise, we'll see you here tomorrow morning. Have a great day, everyone. Get outside if you can. Enjoy the nice weather.